I'm just going to do a quick one on what should you hoard up if you have a chance to before you move off grid. One of the definite ones I'd say would be firewood or coal. The other one is there's a lot of 55-gallon containers, whether they're the plastic ones or the steel ones, they're immensely useful for things. Any decent amount of building materials, whether it's cladding, even timber, and especially sort of hardwood, even untreated pine, but don't bother hoarding up treated pine unless it's in like a as new condition or it's pretty close to as new condition, because then that becomes a pain to dispose of it later, because it sort of leaves some strange things on the ground and is sort of toxic if you burn it. It leaves white crystals, apparently, that's the arsenic coming out of it. But yeah, IBCs as well, they're a fantastic one to hoard up. You know, and anything that you think obviously is going to be of a reasonable amount of use. Another one that you may not have thought of is steel boxes, especially like old gun boxes and stuff like that. Sheet metal boxes, very well enclosed wooden ones, because you may have a lot of mice problems, as I've had. So yeah, anything that would allow you to store food or whatnot without any mice problems. Of course, you know, fuels are also handy if you happen to be able to get you know, propane at a cheap price, or even someone who's moving into aged care or deceased or whatever, and they've left behind propane bottles that are still in reasonably good condition. You know, try and get hold of things like that, because I used a propane bottle that was either 30 or 31 years from when it was filled, and it was perfect. It burned absolutely perfectly. You can't do the same with petrol. I think it's got a life of about 6 months, and diesel has a life of about 2 years. But yeah, you know, there'll be other trinkets you'll see and know that you might need, especially if you're building a place from scratch. You know, there's a lot of old bits and pieces for building that may be, you know, handy. Windows, plumbing fittings, things like that. But yeah, I just thought I'd do a little one on what you should hoard up before you end up moving into an off-grid house, so that you know what to look for if you know that you're going to be living off-grid in a year or 2 years or whenever. So yeah.